So before you order the search, you need to plan for the search, and this involves talking with your clients. What is the mark exactly? Like we said, is it a word mark? Is it a design mark? Who owns it? The reason this is important is as you're going through the results, you want to be able to identify if perhaps an obstacle is owned by your client or a parent or subsidiary, so that you can best identify if this actually is a third party or not, and who will be using the mark. What products or services will be used in connection with the mark, and where, in which countries. For instance, you're going to try to clear the mark in the United States, but are there plans to expand the use overseas? This is important to know. While we're only responsible here in the US for clearing the mark for the US, you might want to let your client know that if they intend to expand the use to another jurisdiction, there may be an issue there, and that's something you can flag for them. What are the expected sales in connection with the mark? This is why this is important. I'll give you some examples from real life here. When I was in-house, we cleared everything. But a lot of my brand teams were only looking at launching brands that were going to be used seasonally. This was important for me to know because, for instance, if our strongest competitor was perhaps a mark that came up in a search report and our product was only going to be in the market for a few months, it was something I didn't pay as much attention to because from a trademark infringement standpoint, by the time the competitor would discover it and file a lawsuit and sue for damages, we'd already be out of the market, right? So from a risk assessment standpoint, it wasn't as high. Versus if my marketing team was planning to launch a brand new product that they expected was going to be the next, billion-dollar hit of the company, well, that's a whole different risk assessment. And in that instance, I might order searches from both of the leading search companies to make sure that no rock was left uncovered. So it plays to risk assessment, and it's important to understand what your client is trying to do and where they really expect and what they expect this good or service to accomplish. How was the mark selected? It's important to know this. Is it somebody's name in the company? If so, you might get a surname refusal. Does it have a meaning in a foreign language? If so, you need to know that for the doctrine of foreign equivalence. And is the mark currently in use? If it is, you're going to see a lot of hits in the common law section of the report, so it's important to know that. And will it also be used as a corporate name? Will it be used as a domain name? These are also important things to know because they may come up also in the search.